Law enforcement agencies from Nigeria and 15 other African countries have made 651 arrests and recovered more than $4.3 million in an international cybercrime operation against online scams. The operation, codenamed Red Card 2.0, targeted the infrastructure and actors behind high-yield investment scams, mobile money fraud, and fraudulent mobile loan applications. During the 8-week operation, investigations exposed scams linked to over $45 million in financial losses and identified 1,247 victims, predominantly from Africa. Authorities also seized 2,341 devices and took down 1,442 malicious IPs, domains, and servers, as well as other related infrastructure. In Nigeria, police dismantled a high-yield investment fraud ring that recruited young individuals to carry out cyber-enabled crimes using phishing, identity theft, social engineering, and fake digital asset investment schemes. For more on this development, counter-crime and terrorism specialist Olatunbosun Abolarinwa joins me on the news at 7. 651 arrests made, $4.3 million recovered. Speaks of a large-scale operation. How do we sustain the momentum of this cross-border effort at tackling online scams and further translating that to countering terrorism?
Yeah, I'm very, very glad that you are able to link your question up to counterterrorism, because the difference between cybercrime, fraudulent activities, and terrorism is getting closer day by day. And it is high time we start looking at the interlinking between the two. The best way to sustain this momentum is to enhance the power of the policing authority. Like in the case of Nigeria, we have the EFCC, we have different arms of the police, Nigerian police, we have the special fraud unit looking into it, but I don't think they are equipped enough to be able to match up to the scale of the fight of the world against this. Also in the area of legislation, I think more needs to be done. Recently, the cybercrime law was reviewed and enacted, and we used to have stealing, cheating, and obtaining with false pretense before, which was not enough in dealing with the surge of advanced fee fraud, which we popularly call 419, and the code name Yahoo and Yahoo Plus, which we have later in the year. Unemployment is another thing that we need to look at. If we, after upgrading the law, fighting fraud or internet fraud or whatever name we call it, we also need to look into the area of how the youths or adults that are doing this can be better and gainfully employed. Having said that, I'm not making excuses for anybody who choose stealing. I'm not making excuses for them. Stealing is stealing, no matter how you look at it. And anybody will look at Yahoo is a lesser crime. There's no lesser crime. Actually, people are dying. People are committing suicide. People lost all they've worked for all over the world, and people are actually ending up losing their life as a result of this. So government in Nigeria needs to enhance the Interpol, enhance the feasibility of Interpol with the international system. Apart from Interpol, in a country like United Kingdom, they also have something like Serious and Organized Crime Agency, which is SOCA. So if something needs to be done in that area where we need to create more opportunities, more platform by which we can come and fight this crime, the earlier we do that, the better as a country.
But let's talk about victims in this case. 1,247 victims were identified in this operation. And I was just curious, just how much do you think that the prevalence of AI, technology might have contributed to the success of these crimes on one hand? And what steps do you propose be taken to boost awareness and help people avoid falling prey?
Yeah, there's need to be more of media. The artificial intelligence era can help us to warn people. There is no warning anywhere warning people against all these frauds. Also, I think the Nigerian Communication Commission and other Ministry of Communication and Technology also need to up their game in ensuring that there is more tools made available to the policing authority in fighting this. You see, there is nobody that engaged in these activities that is not going through the platform or infrastructure of NCC and mobile and telecommunication company. So if Ministry of Information and Technology and the Nigerian Communication Commission can come together and create a more robust platform by which, if anybody is using their telephone to commit this crime, there should be more punishment. Maybe they may not be able to use a phone for a long time. Maybe something like NIN and the other licensed code can be used to bar some people forever from being able to register phone numbers. The IMEI number too should be enacted where any phone, there should be a platform where any phone or communication gadget that is used to commit crime can be disabled.
But Mr. Bolarinwa,
yes.
Yeah, I hear you. But do you think that what we are battling is a lack of law, or is it about maybe lack of the willpower to actually implement these laws? Because you speak with analysts and they tell you that we have, series of laws that can handle, tackle the multi-put challenges that we have as a people, but we don't seem to be doing enough with the area of implementation.
The problem we seem to have is the area of task-initiated operations. Now, what we're celebrating today is actually a kind of global task force. They did not stop at having Interpol in every country. All Interpol around the country, all over the world, came together to carry out a fantastic operation which we're celebrating today. So I think the federal government needs to try and have the willpower to create an internal task force that is going to match all security agencies together to be able to set up a platform, even if it's going to be a some temporary arrangement to work for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and see how they are performing. We need to do something about the surge of this. I doubt if there is anybody in Nigeria does not have an internet fraudster living less than 10 meters away from their house as it stands at the moment. Right. Every day they're acting, and we are not covering them enough. The willpower needs to be re-energized. All
right, and I hope that with this also we don't get to that point of where we had with SARS then, when we then began having challenges with them stopping just about anybody and assuming everyone is a criminal. It's been great talking to you, counter-crime and terrorism specialist Olatunbosun Abolayiwa. Thank you for your time on TVC News at 7.
Thank you very much.